John Abraham, and welcome to our new film, untitled yet, and we hope we get a title soon because this film is really special to all of us. It's probably what I believe is going to be my first big pan-India film. Usually John Abraham has always done films like New York and Dostana, which I believed were big hits, but were still multiplex films to a large extent. This film, Nishikant Kamat's film, I feel is going to be my first film that will go across the country and into the BNC centers as well as the multiplexes like no other film has gone before. The music of this film is great. It is outstanding. Harris Jayaraj is the music director. The action is done by Franz, who's a South African action director who's done big films, big international Hollywood films. The romance in this film is probably the best that I've seen in a long time, so I just hope I can do justice to it. But we have Nishikant Kamat, who I think is amongst the best directors we have in the country. He's like the future in this country, and I'm really excited about Fox backing this film because I think it's important for an international studio to see how Indian films work, and with all due respect to all their films that they've produced, I think this is the first time they're going right with a true Indian film. So I'm very happy. I also think that Fox has understood that in Rome you need to do as the Romans do. So in India, do exactly how Indian films do their business, and this is truly an Indian film, a film that is meant for the classes and the masses, and it's a film that I believe will do immense amount of business if the marketing of this film is done right. And that's where Fox comes in because of their marketing strength and the distribution strength and the goodwill that they bring along with them. I personally know Sanford, Vijay Singh, Alif, Nirja, the whole Fox team that's here, and they're absolutely wonderful people. They're always smiling, they're on set, they want to understand the process even better, learn about it as much as we want to learn about it, and I just wish them all the best with this film and Dam Maro Dam, which is Rohan Sippy's film, which is another brilliant film, and I hope both these films do great for Fox, and I hope Nishi's film does great for me, because I really believe that, you know, when your gut is right, you do a good film. My gut is right about this film, and the last time I felt a good gut about a film was New York. The time I felt right about another film was Dostana, and before that was Taxi 911 and Garam Masala and Dhoom and Zinda. So all my films that I've had a gut on have practically worked, and big numbers. So my gut on Nishikant Kamat's film is absolutely right. So thank you, Fox.
Force is a romantic action thriller. It's got great romance, great music, great action, and it's a complete film. It's a family entertainer, and it's about a cop whose name is ACP Yashvardhan, and how he is the head of the Narcotics Bureau, the NCB, how he goes and busts drug gangs till he meets this beautiful girl who he falls in love with, and then comes the villain in the picture, and the battle between the positive and the negative, and how it culminates finally. Vipul Shah showed me the earlier film, the Tamil film Kaka Kaka. I saw the film, and I never intended to do it, but the film didn't leave my head for a week, and I called up Vipul and I said, I want to do this film. And Vipul said, when he showed me the film, he told me that, John, if you don't do this film, then we would never remake this film, because we think you're the person who could suit the role of ACP Yashvardhan. And I decided finally that I have to do this film. Well, Nishikant gave me 8 months to work on myself, and he's saying, John, as far as the character goes, I want you to be straight-faced and a no-nonsense cop. As far as your body goes, I want you to look like a machine. I want you to look like an international film star. And the brief that was given to me was, I need to look like Stallone. And I said, that's a tall order. and I had 8 months, and I worked on my body, and I touched 96 kilos of muscle with 7% fat count, and it's probably the best shape I've been in my life, and it was massive, and I still think I've reached only 70% of my potential in terms of a physique in the film, but it was good enough, and I worked hard on myself. I also studied, I called up DCP Sunil Paraskar. I studied, I asked him about drugs and how the Narcotics Bureau functions. We learned a lot. We understood what drugs are about. We understood how cocaine, heroin, acetic anhydride, mandrax, all these drugs are supplied, where they come from, how they're brought by carriers. And we took everything into account, and that's how Force was made. So though Force is commercial, it's still a very real and credible film. Genelia and I really get along well, and we did an earlier film together that unfortunately did not release, and because we get along so well, we gel beautifully on screen, and the chemistry shows, and we really are so comfortable with each other. And I would love to work with her again, because she's such a wonderful actress, very versatile, has done films in Malayalam and Tamil and Telugu and Kannada. I mean, she's done every kind of film, and all her films have been super successes. She's been very limited in her exposure in Hindi films, and I think that's an advantage. So after Jane Tu Ya Jane Na, you didn't see Genelia around, and I think that was beautiful. And she's here with Force, and the only difference in Force is that Genelia looks like a beautiful woman and not like a sweet pretty girl. Well, I honestly think the action of the film is going to be the plus point of the film. You're going to see action like never seen before. The villain in the film, Vidyut, is absolutely outstanding. He's got a great body, great looking guy, and does parkour, does stunts, flies all over the place. And we always felt that you need a very strong villain to match a strong hero, and I think Vidyut more than fulfills that part. Nishikant is an award-winning director. He's won a national award for his film Dombivli Fast, and he's won every possible award for Mumbai Meri Jaan, his critically acclaimed Hindi film. This is the first time he said he wanted to make a commercial film. So though this film's commercial, I'm sorry, you wouldn't find any stupid punchlines in the film. It's a very straight film, very honest, credible, at the same time hugely entertaining film. Well, according to me, Bose is actually a close friend, and I requested him to do this film, and I'm so happy he did it finally, because Bose has given the film the look it needed to have, and the film looks very high scale, looks large, primarily thanks to Bose, and he's done such a fabulous job on this film. So not only do I thank Bose for giving the look of film such a beautiful look, but Bose also was a lot of fun and a lot of positive energy on the set. So we had a great time together. The other reason why Bose keeps telling me he did this film was the original Tamil film is his favorite film. Kaka Kaka is his favorite film. So I hope we've done justice to that. Bosco Caesar are always fun, and it's great working with them. And when it comes to dancing, I always start with a no, and then I end up doing whatever they ask me to do. And they always smile and hold my hand, and they treat me like a child on the set. And Bosco and Caesar, especially Bosco, is someone I knew before he became a music choreographer and before I became even a model. We used to hang out together in Juhu and play football. So we're close friends from before. So there's a certain comfort level that I have with Bosco. Caesar did an exceptional job in Khwabo Khabo and Chao Bito. Bosco was there too. So they both are absolutely outstanding as dance choreographers. Well, the lyrics are beautiful. Javed Saab, you can't say anything but the best for him. But, you know, he doesn't need any introduction. He doesn't need any kind of validation from someone like me. Harris Jayaraj is concerned. I spoke to him once on the phone and I just said, sir, please give us great music. And he said, don't worry. And I think we've got beautiful music in this film. My personal favorite is Khwabo Khabo. A lot of people like Chahu Bito. So there are different favorite songs, but I think we've got lilting music. It's music that will take time to grow when you watch the film, but good music. So I'm very happy with the music. Action scenes were very challenging because you know, at 96 kilos to carry your body weight around was very, very difficult. I used to get hurt. I've broken bones. I've slammed my back on stones in a train sequence. I have been kicked in the chest by the villain, by Vidyut in shots, and it's been, because I mean, it's been tough, but Alan Amin has guided us beautifully through the action sequence, and he's got the best out of all of us in the film. And you know, Monish Bahl plays my colleague in the film, and he's done such a fabulous job in action. No one would expect Monish Bahl to do a great job, but everybody's done a fabulous job. Kamlesh, who I have a special mention for as an outstanding actor, has done such a great job. And of course, Vidyut is great in action. He's done a fantabulous job. Amit, who's one of my team members in the film, has done a great job, a handsome young guy. And I have kind of just about managed to get the action in there. So I hope people find our action together endearing. I think the high point of the action of the film in our film is the climax action. I think the climax action of the film is never seen before. It's the best action you'll ever see, best raw action you'll ever see in Hindi films. I don't think anything can match this level of action in a long time. Well, people who've seen Force, as in focus groups where you show the film to people, have all commented and said this is John's best work. But I am kind of used to hearing that, because with every film passing they say it's my best work. It only shows that I improve with every film, and I hope Force takes me to another level. But more importantly, I hope Force stakes claim to be me being the next action hero in the country, and that's what I want. Khwabo Khwabo, when I first heard it, I thought was a sure shot hit, because in the Tamil film you have Uire Uire, which is a big hit song, and we've exactly adapted that song in Hindi, and I think it's a great song. It's very catchy and people love that song, so I'm just very excited about it.